My story starts off as, I don't even know where my story genuinely starts. I guess it starts with the Big Bang and creation of Earth, the moon and the stars, the sun, souls, humanity, and then eventually all my great-grandmothers and grandfathers and my great-greats, okay? And finally we get down to my parents. My parents were born. So I guess that's pretty much how my story starts, but I'm going to skip over their adolescence and I'm just going to skip to the day I was born. So I was born in lovely May, and I'm right at the cusp of a Gemini and a Taurus, but I'm a Gemini. My spirit, my soul, but you know what? I guess my heart is very Taurusy because I'm definitely like emotional and I'm headstrong as well. But as far as like the way I think and my thought process, I'm like a Gemini, and not the two-sided Gemini or the two-faced Gemini. Everyone likes to put that label on us, but because everyone has a two sides, everyone has multiple sides. No one stays the same. You don't stay a baby all your life. You don't stay, happy or sad all day throughout the day. That's pretty much not normal. It's a balance. It's an equilibrium. So everyone has those qualities. It's just that, Gemini has a more defined personality, I guess. So yeah, I was born on the cusp on a Friday, okay, in the afternoon. So it was just all meant to be for me. But I honestly don't think I was born out of love. I think I was born out of desperation. and out of just in the moment. And that's pretty much the theme of my life, pretty much. I'm living in the moment. And it's just like, by chance it happened for me. So that's how I came to be. I was that egg that was there, and, he was the man that was available at the time, and I became me. I became who I am. So that's that. And like I said, I wasn't made out of love because my parents didn't have a relationship. They pretty much just met, and they were in the heat of the moment, and it happened, So I happened. Okay? I did. Me. A whole person. A whole starseed that probably would have been here anyway, but would have had a different dad or something. I don't know. Would have had a different life. Would have had a different birthday. All of that. But I'm here. So that's just the life that I have right now. So yeah, that's how it started. They were not in love, and to this day I still never met him, and so that's kind of sad. But back to the story, my birth. I really don't know much about it because my mom was young. She was 18. I don't know how old my dad was. I don't know. I have no clue. It's a story behind that as well, I'll get into later. But my mom was only 18, and I believe that she got pregnant when she was 17. And so if that man, or my dad, if he was older than her and he got her pregnant at 17, then I don't know what the law says about that, but my mom already had a baby anyway. But that's no excuse. It's just like, that curse as well of being with older men. That was, it's not a curse, but I guess that got passed down as well to me. Okay, so that's part of my story. Unfortunately, just, how they came together. So they didn't really have a real relationship, so just left me to be, her second child. And I believe she had her own apartment when I was firstborn. I don't know. It's like when I ask about these things, it's like blurred lines, but I really don't ask because it's like the information is not volunteered. It's like I'm not even welcome. So, and like that's been going on forever pretty much for me. So we get into like I'm a newborn baby. I'm in the world. I don't have my father around. I have my mother around, who's probably kind of upset that she has this new baby and no help. But I don't really know the details about that. I don't know. It's just like, it's like blurred lines for me. It's as far as like my toddlerhood and my infancy and all those things, and how I was, and just the things that I did and the things that I went through. I don't really have a clue because I haven't been privy to that information, and I was too young to take record of it myself, or to realize what was happening to me or what was going on. But I feel a deep sense of missing out on love, or missing out on affection, and just missing out in general, and getting treated less than. And I still feel that way. I still feel like people see me, but they don't really see me. They look down on me, or they size me up, and they say, oh, she's broke, or oh, she's inadequate in some sort of way. And it just messes me up, because it's just like I'm like not even any of those things, like, but it's like a lot of people didn't think that I would even make it this far, like as far as like even living. And look at me. I mean, look at my melanin. Look at me, my body. They didn't want me. They didn't want me. They didn't love me. They didn't care about me. They didn't nurture me. They didn't build on my skills and my talents and my who I could become or anything like that. I didn't get that. I was like self-motivated pretty much. And then now as an adult, I'm starting to get defeated, but I'm starting to bounce back again, because I'm starting to just have general belief in myself. So with that general belief in myself, I can just I can do anything, and I take it for face value. I can't go in the past and change anything. I can only live in the present moment, and the things I do in the present moment will affect the future. And I can see that clear as day. But the thing is, I can have the future I want if I do the things in the present moment to have that future, and it's anything that I desire. But so I didn't know that before a couple years ago. I didn't even know that a year ago. I mean, it's just coming into fruition for me. It's like either I can stay stuck, or I can practice what I've been preaching. And so now it's to the point where I have to walk like I talk. I have to put my money where my mouth is, because it's do or die for me at this point. There's no going back, So I was the girl that they didn't want, even my parents and whatnot. And I say that because I feel like I had a deep sense of loss of love as an adolescent. So go back to when I started to remember things, like around 5, 6, and 7, maybe even 4. It was all tumultuous, and I really don't even want to delve into it. I'll just say that it was just a hard thing to discuss, and maybe that can deserve a part 2, because I feel like I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, when I thought that I had a hold on it. But the thing is, it's okay to have emotions. You just have to feel them, and let it happen. So I had a deep and dark past, but I know it will be a trigger for certain people, because I used to be that person that used to get triggered, but it used to happen automatically for me, because the stuff that I went through is just, it was horrible, and I don't wish it on anyone. And in order to heal, I have to let it out. I have to tell my story. Someone has to hear my story, because that's how you heal. Someone has to hear your pain. Someone has to, see where you're coming from, because you have to have some sort of audience. Otherwise, it's just like, it's not validated. You're just telling yourself, you're telling the universe, you know? But it's other ways that you can let go. Like, I'm going to go do it right now. I'm just going to go walk down the steps. I currently don't have on any shoes. And I'm walking barefoot in the grass. And I'm going to go walk all the way to the back where no one can see me or hear me at the moment. I'll come back here and make sure the coast is clear. And so, one technique that you can do if you want to let go of all that pain and hurt and tumultuous relationships and toxicity from your childhood, is you go somewhere where it is clear and you feel like you are okay to talk out loud without anyone hearing you or interrupting you, and you go in the grass or anywhere where there's earth. I'm not talking concrete. You got to get down in the grass and connect to the earth. So you just put your feet down deep into the grass and you just tell the earth everything that's hurting you, and you give it back to the earth, because this earth is big enough to handle it, and we are connected to this earth, and our powers come from this earth and from the sun. And if you don't get out there and you don't let your emotions out and let the earth know what's going on and get those problems to the earth, then you're gonna be keeping them inside. It's gonna be harder for you. So this is just a simple technique. So for me, it's like, I want to let go of the pain. I'm giving this pain right back to the earth under my feet. I want to let go of the stress. I want to let go of the irritation that I feel. And I want to be free. And I'm giving all those things that I said to the earth, because that is what will free you. And I feel freer because I feel like I gave my problems to the earth, and the earth can deal with it. The earth is big enough. The earth is strong enough. Sometimes we aren't. And now I feel better because I left those problems right there in the dirt. And they're going to stay there. And the earth is going to take them and renew them and make it something great. And that's just how it works. So that's just one thing that can help you on your enlightenment journey and just de-stressing in general. It will help you. And it's grounding as well, because grounding is literally putting your feet into the earth. I'm not afraid to get my feet dirty. And my feet are clean. My feet are very clean.